Hi guys, right, I'm back with another very brief message from Ezekiel. It is, what day is it? It's Thursday, the 9th of November, 2023, and it is now 17:33, so 5:33 p.m. The message reads, Hi Ash, a short message from Ezekiel this morning. He told me that everything is playing out as written in the final chapter. The Holy Lands will continue to be devastated, but every life taken will awaken the people to an extraordinary revival. Nothing is wasted by the Father in awakening the kingdom of God within his children, to manifest it upon the earth. Guard your souls in the chaos that reigns. Find peace within, stay in love, joy, and laughter. A brief but very poignant message. Now, just to bring a bit, because it is so very upsetting. In America, you're not being told anything. The show that's been going on in New York with the Trumps on the stand and all the rest of it, I keep thinking about it, the sound of the last Trump, which has been the 8th of November, a day to remember. It's all been playing out through the Trump family. And in the meantime, as each, this is the way I cope, based upon our experience in Cairo, Hurghada, Egypt, actually. The Palestinian people have been living in hell for 75 years. Their hope and their dreams are filled with the paradise to come. They will never give up. They will keep fighting till the very end. They will never ever give up. But their hearts and minds are focused, especially the children, on paradise. Take a look at some of their photographs and just the artwork that they have on their Facebook pages, etc., just filled with beauty. Why? That is their hope. You know how these messages have been guiding us away from focusing on the messages that would lower our vibration because we're worried, concerned, sickened, crying over what's happening to the people of Palestine. It is part of Yah's heavenly DVD to awaken to a revival such as never been experienced within his children, and to manifest with every life that is taken in Palestine. That life is helping to push forward the kingdom upon the earth. Now, Yah has always taught that at the instant of death or before the soul is taken out, to spare the soul, and the angel takes up residence within the body to be walking around and to be the witness against the perpetrators. Woe unto those through whom the offences come. So, this is the final chapter. And the final chapter of the book, of course, is Revelation 22. Now, all right, so the message came in about the final chapter. An extraordinary revival, what it's all designed to bring about. Nothing is wasted by the Father. So this message, I hadn't yet written it out when at 3:06, now this is really significant, 3:06 p.m. a random phone call comes in. I actually answered it, knowing full well there would be nobody on the end, and there wasn't. I call the number back, and of course that number is not in service, so I know it's Yah. It's all about the numbers. Remember the time that it came in. So let me go through it now. At the instant that it came in, 3:06 p.m., today is Julian Day 2460257.71250. At that moment, this is why our cell phones are so handy. They are historians, if you like, recorder of history, times and places. Now, the star overhead when the call came in was Lambda, a magnitude of 2.8 in Sagittarius. Just to tell you something about 28, the number. First of all, it's my name, Ash, A-S-H, but I didn't know that for some time until, what's with the 28? Because Maddie, who's been with us since October the 25th last year, he got a brand new phone, December last year, and in the 11 months he's had the phone, his calendar, which is, we all have the calendar. You can see mine. It's on the 9th, because today's the 9th of November. Maddie's calendar has remained on 28 for 11 months. And as it happens, he has a screensaver of myself and Yah together as a pair in our Galileans. And the 28 of the calendar is smack bang in the middle of me. So yes, it's Ash, but it's a date. A day. Get a load of this. All right. So the star overhead Lambda rose at 8:16 this morning, and it will set at 22:01. Hello. Last chapter of the book, Revelation 22. So it's risen for 825 minutes. Now in Greek, it's the name of a king in Pergamos, but in Hebrew, 825 is astrologer from Daniel, and it's what Yah did and what I've continued to do with his astrology. However, 8:16, the time of rising, is to gaze intently, to look earnestly and fasten one's eyes upon. So, hello, and found in Luke 20, and the eyes of all them that were in the synagogue were fastened on him. Who are they talking about? Jesus, as he was preaching from Isaiah in the synagogue, and all eyes were fixed on him, fastened on him. So that's what it means to behold. Behold, fixed gaze. Greek 22:01 is a couple, that is a team, pair, yoked. What did I just say? Yara and I were a team, a pair, yoked together, and it's that screensaver that is stuck on the 28 on the calendar. All right, in Hebrew, 22:01 is cry, found in Isaiah 65:19. And I will rejoice, Jerusalem, and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be heard no more in her, nor the voice of crying. I tell you, when this message came in, just the message from this morning, because my heart has ached. We met so many lovely Muslims in Egypt and Syrians. They just welcomed us, and I cried when Amina passed on. But she knew she was going into paradise, and she was happy. She had the last few days, because of what we did with her, the last few days she was without pain, and the day she passed on, she was happy and smiling, knowing she was going into paradise. So with every life that's been taken by the enemy, Leviathan, the dragon, symbolic of Babylon, in the by the IDF, who are plain cowards. They're disgusting. However, we're not focusing on that. Hebrew. No, sorry, the phone number ends in 1815. In Greek is resurrection. Melanie, your dream, what you were shown rather, your vision, while I was away for 40 days. The R, which is valued at 18, and then the 40. You heard 3 times, resurrection, resurrection, resurrection. The R vanished for the 40 to remain. That was all while I was away for 40 days then. Resurrection. Actually, in all of these workings, there is a star overhead. At this morning, I think it was, when that is R. All right. 18:15 in Hebrew is burning from Daniel 7:9, Yah's age. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was as white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. Yah's hair was like wool, it wasn't like hair. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning 1815 fire. Now that has played out in my life. The JCDC part of the DVD, the stand-in, the angel that was taking over, DC, he drove around in a blood red PT Cruiser with wheels of fire, flames, you know. All right, another part of number 3882. Now, yesterday I walked the beach. I walked the sea coast, remembering Yah. I had a lovely time with him. And so today, 3882 is sea coast. In Hebrew, it is Leviathan, a symbol of Babylon. We're just talking about. Now, another part of the number, 418, in Greek is impossible. From Luke 17:171 is the length of the shroud of Turin in inches. It is impossible, but that offences will come. But woe unto him through whom they come. Just think about what's been going on for 75 years. Israel over Palestine. Now, Greek 1506 is, and that's the time, military time, that the phone rang. Nobody there. I always know. 1506 is pure, sincere, and judged by sunlight that is just setting now, that is tested as genuine. Julian Day 2577, faint from Revelation 2:3, and has borne and has patience, and for my name's sake has laboured and has not fainted. The other part of the Julian Day number 1250, 200. Yah spoke to me yesterday. He wanted me to send, by way of support to a group of children, he just said 200. Okay, so I did that. Well, here it is today in Revelation 12:6. Yah and I, the difference in our age was 12.6 years, 657 weeks, which is the nuclear fusion rate of the sun. But it's about the woman that fled into the wilderness for the space of 1,203 days, etc. And in Hebrew 1250 is corn. I made a meal 3 nights ago, with corn through it. It was a curry corn. Anyway, it was really good. Long story short, the Father, Yah, has this. And we have our part to play by remaining in love, joy, and laughter until the final note is played, for Yah is the conductor. Okay, I'll be back when there's more.